Please rise. You may be seated. On behalf of Michele Ledbetter and Mike Hively, I'd like to welcome everyone here today. For those of you who haven't met me, or maybe you have, but it's been a while, I'll be honest, puberty was very kind to me. My name is Paige Otmar, and I stand before you today with no qualifications, besides a positive attitude and the privilege of being Michele's friend for over 20 years. The state of Illinois has bigger problems than trying to regulate wedding officiants, so I was able to just squeak on by today. Though my initial loyalties lie with Michele, I met Mike pretty early on too, way back in 2012, which was not too long after they first met in 2011. I was visiting Michele at DePaul when we were freshmen in college, and one night we ended up visiting Mike's place. Mike, I actually have no idea if you remember meeting me. We've never talked about this.
Yeah, we have not.
But for the record, I remember thinking that Mike was this really cool, mysterious, kind of low-key badass type, because he lived in an apartment in a big city, and he listened to all these bands I had never heard of. And I think he talked about wanting to skateboard a lot. The details are hazy, I'll admit, but I find this whole situation hilarious, as I now know Mike as the man who more often than not struggles to stay up past 8:30. But through the past 11 or 12 years, I've personally seen them grow, first as friends, then as a couple, and finally as partners as they puzzle piece their lives together so well. To be completely honest, I've always felt like they were the most put together adult couple I knew. They were, and still are, the couple that's throwing dinner parties with specialty cocktails, learning intricate cooking techniques, and buying or restoring mid-century modern furniture they buy on Facebook Marketplace. They were the first couple in my life who bought the nice matching dishware set with the serving dishes from Anthropologie and artwork that wasn't a poster print. And let me tell you, when I was 23 years old, that blew my mind. Not just that they did that, but that they did it together. At least to me, it seemed like they both were always meant to be a part of this adult unit. I refuse to say today, after you sign a piece of paper, you gain a life partner, because you two already found this within each other all those years ago. If you had asked 18-year-old Paige if this guy who was living in that Lincoln Park apartment, which I think in retrospect only had a couch and absolutely no overhead or ambient lighting, would eventually marry my childhood best friend, I would have been absolutely shocked. Not because of anything to do with Mike, but because I've always known Michele as someone who wasn't sure if she ever wanted to get married. When we were kids, she would always say, I just am not sure that it's for me, which really is a shocking amount of emotional maturity for a 12-year-old. But one day, after dating Mike for a few years, I remember Michele said to me, I never thought I wanted to get married, but I know without a doubt that I want to marry Mike. After I got over my initial shock on her stunning character arc, I knew that this was pretty much a done deal. I've known Michele for a long time, and I've never seen her more at ease than when she's with Mike. It's a look where you can just tell that she feels safe. At the same time, Mike looks at Michele with a deep-seated mix of love, admiration, and sometimes a healthy amount of amusement. It's the best that I could have asked for my best friend. These two truly bring out the best in each other, and being asked to officiate the marriage that I've been able to watch slowly build in real time has been such a huge honor. I cried multiple times while writing out this ceremony, both because of how much I cherish my friendship with both of you individually, and because of how excited I am for you two as a couple. For Mike and Michele, this day not only marks the beginning of their marriage commitment together, but is a commemoration of the love, trust, and mutual respect fostered between these two. But don't worry, I'm not going to stand here and relay the definition of marriage. For one, when you Google what not to do during a ceremony, giving a definition of marriage comes in at number 7. If you find me later tonight, I will tell you 1 through 6. But beyond that, A definition is ultimately hollow and captures such a small sliver of its meaning. Marriage is a result of mutual, continuous decisions that a couple makes to grow towards the same goal. It is the culmination of many acts and choices, some big and some small, that Mike and Michele have made and will continue to make that have led them here today. Michele and Mike, you have the opportunity to continue building an amazing life together. But beyond this, you are able to share this experience with the loved ones gathered here to support you as you take these next steps. I'm not even going to bother to ask if anyone has any objections to this marriage, not only because getordainedforfree.com says it's not required, but it's also essentially a moot point. Not only is everyone here incredibly confident in the foundation you two have built, but you two also bought a house together. If there's anything that lasts forever, it's a Chicago property value. Though a marriage is technically about the couple, it is ultimately about the community surrounding them. And to that point, Michele, Mike, take a moment to appreciate the friends and family behind you. These are the people that mean the most to you in your lives. These are the friends, old and new, who have cheered you on through your triumphs and challenges. These are the families who saw you grow up and are now intertwining as you two create your own family with Miss Daisy B. This is your community of those who love you and are proud of the challenge and commitment that you are taking on together. This is the group that will celebrate you in joyous times, protect you in hard times, and probably dog sit Daisy whenever needed. They have been the framing of your story up till now and will continue to help you paint in the picture for many years to come. These people are the amalgamation of who you are. So to all of you, know that big or small, this wonderful couple that stands before you exists because of the part you played in their lives. Let us continue to support and love and grow with Michele and Mike. Mike and Michele, you chose to be surrounded by these people today because today is a day you make a public vow. If you are ready for that, then according to the manual I downloaded online, it is time for vows and the declaration of intent. Mike and Michele have prepared their own vows and will recite them now.
Michele, I promise to be your friend and partner. I promise to be by your side no matter what, good timing, and to always have fun with you. To continue to take long walks with you and Daisy, and to have many more adventures with you. I promise to keep growing with you.
Mike, so the train doesn't interrupt me, so I can hold it together so long. I promise to be your friend and partner. I promise to support you and celebrate with you, to keep cooking and building a home with you, and to go to most of the concerts you invite me to. I promise to keep growing with you.
Michele, Mike, please join hands. We're already done.
Oh, it's been a
Mike, do you take Michele to be your lifelong partner, to show the utmost respect for her and your relationship, and to be there for each other as you journey through life? Do you promise to honor this commitment today, tomorrow, and for the rest of your lives? If so, please say I do.
I do.
Michele, do you take Mike to be your lifelong partner, to show the utmost respect for him and your relationship, and to be there for each other as you journey through life? Do you promise to honor this commitment today, tomorrow, and for the rest of your lives? If so, please say I do. So if you've been to a lot of weddings, you know that this is the point in the ceremony where we usually talk about how the wedding bands being a perfect circle and how they have no beginning and no end. But we all know that these rings do have a beginning. Rock is either mined from the earth or created in a lab. Metal is molded, cooled, and painstakingly polished. Something beautiful is then made from these raw elements. Love is a lot like that. It comes from humble beginnings, is made by imperfect beings, and takes time, patience, and effort to achieve its final form. It's the process of making something beautiful and lasting where there was once nothing at all. Mike, please place this ring on Michele's finger and repeat after me. This ring is a symbol
This ring is a symbol
of my commitment to you.
of my commitment to you.
I marry you with this ring,
I marry you with this ring,
with all that I have,
with all that I have,
and all that I am.
and all that I am.
Michelle, please place this ring on Mike's finger and repeat after me. This ring is a symbol
This ring is a symbol
of my commitment to you.
of my commitment to you.
I marry you with this ring,
I marry you with this ring,
with all that I have,
all that I have,
and all that I am.
and all that I am.
Okay, that was pretty easy, right?
You did it.
Michelle Ledbetter and Mike Hively, I am so pleased to pronounce you two as married. Sealed together today, both in law and in love. You may now kiss. You believe in toast. Now, everyone, if you could please raise your glass for a toast to the newest married couple, Mike and Michelle.